Can't tell women to lower their expectations, but this is the reality. When you ask a man if you could have a woman who had 80% of everything you wanted, 75% say, yeah, I'm on board. Mm. When you say to a woman, a man has 80% of what you want, 75% say that's not enough. But even look at the media. What does the media tell a woman to do? He's out. But he didn't open your door. He's not nice to his parent. Walk right out on that man. Like, it's literally every piece of media is, you don't need him. You're a strong, independent woman. Pull the ripcord. Yeah. You're out. The basic kind of communication around this is you are a strong, independent, powerful woman. That is wonderful. And quite frankly, you don't need the imperfect man. They're just not connecting. I read that on Tinder, a man of average attractiveness has to swipe right 200 times to get one coffee, and then 4 of those 5 coffees will ghost him. They will decide they don't want to meet him or they won't show up. That means a guy of average attractiveness has to swipe right 1,000 times to get one coffee. Now, what does that tell that guy? Women don't value me. Women make me feel rejected.
That's Scott Galloway, I think, right? Yeah, Scott Galloway. But I think that is super true. I think most men are significantly more likely to settle for that 80% of standards that she qualifies for, even though he's missing out on that 20%. But the thing is, most women will not do that today. They just won't. All the media, all the propaganda, all that ever tells them is never settle, go for the apex guy, go for the combination of Michael Jordan, Elon Musk, Hercules, and a teddy bear, and do not stop unless you get that man. And that's the thing, I don't have a problem with people having high standards. I'm against people having delusional standards. I want people to be realistic with their standards so they can have a more reliable outcome. But all of this you see today is basically telling women to look for an alien. They're looking for something that isn't even on Earth.
Can we make 2025 the year that we stop asking women, why are you single? Because if I was to ask you, why are you in a relationship or why are you married? I don't think that many of you know the answer. I'm single because I'm not settling, but how many married people or people in relationships are doing exactly that?
Not settling isn't a flex. That's not a flex. Having high standards is not a flex. Can you actually get a man with those standards and keep that man with those standards? That is the flex. What is the problem with settling? What is the issue with that? Genuinely, if you're saying you settled, that means you found someone that is good enough for you. That means that is what that means. The thing is, with a lot of these women, they are settling down with a man that is not their first choice. They have plenty of guys in their past that they're alpha widowed by. They have plenty of guys in their past that were that high value guy that they wanted to have a long-term relationship with, but it never worked out. So then when they get older, all of their options basically run out. So they have to settle for the beta bop. They have to. But this would not be a problem if she wasn't alpha widowed by all of these guys in her past. If she just tried to lock down one of those guys, there would be no issue. If she got a time machine, went in the past, and settled with one of those guys from her past, there would be no issue.
You're 31 and getting a divorce because you don't like him.
Yeah, I fell out of love with him.
Okay, but do you have any children?
No, thank God.
Well, and you've been with him since how old?
Since I was 18, but we got married at 20.
All right, and what do you think's waiting for you out here?
New possibilities.
That's one way to frame it.
I just think we outgrew each other.
That's fine. You know? That's fine.
He's ready for kids. I'm not ready for kids.
You want to divorce your husband because he wants kids and you don't want kids? That's fine. But for somebody who's been married for nearly half your life, what do you want from a man in this world?
I want love. I want companionship.
You had that.
But you make it seem like people can't outgrow each other.
I said you had that. And it's your responsibility as a wife to keep it going.
Yeah, but it's just like she's so willing to just throw it away and give up like it's nothing. But that really is the thing with relationships, especially longer term ones, is that you kind of evolve with each other. At least that's the goal, of course. But it should be about growing together and trying to make things work out together instead of just saying, oh, well, I don't like this new version of him at all. He used to play football, now he plays golf. What a scumbag.
Enough to tell him, I still want this, but I just want you to go get established. That's all I was asking for. I just want him to get established.
supposed to get established though? Like, how does a basic squeegee get established? What's he supposed to do? Get a CDL? Get a trade? Like, it can't be a poppin' streamer. If you tell a to get established while you're like extremely clouded, how are you supposed to do that like quickly? Like, you can't. It's a process for a regular to get his shit together. I can't just start streaming and are just gonna watch me and I'm just gonna run up a bag and I'm just gonna start a YouTube. I want you guys to imagine the that are in her DM right now. And the fact that she would even give a squeegee named Zabron a shot that literally was standing around like a skinny squeegee accessory NPC when she did the video with the Mar guy when they were cooking. Bro, whoever the cameraman was recording her booty the whole time and he was just sitting in the background like a complete small, skinny, short squeegee.
I don't know, I just got frustrated. It's just, yeah, I am too young. I just got frustrated of carrying the weight. Y'all, I couldn't do nothing. Like, he didn't let me do nothing. Like, oh my gosh.
Dude,
and
that's
the
what
fact
happens.
that she got on stream and said it too. I mean, look at the squeegee though. Bro, she literally looks like she could be his auntie or something. Like, there's just no aura about this at all. Not that he can't gain it, but he's just not working on it. This gotta hop on TRT.
So this woman is an influencer. Her name is Cooking with Kaya. I've never seen any of the videos. I just know that she became popular recently. And this is what happens, man. This is what happens when women get successful. They want to trade up. That's what it is. Because really, this is just what happens. If your woman becomes much more successful than you are, that is the start of the timer to the end of the relationship. That's just what it is. Because notice just what she was saying. Like, women always do this thing where they use all of this flowery language instead of just saying it directly. She's saying, oh, I'm still into him, but I just need him to be more established. What does that mean? He has to be more established. He has to be more successful. That's what it is. She's saying, oh, I outperformed my man, so now he's useless to me. That's it.
Have you ever been with a man that didn't cheat?
Every single relationship has cheated on me. You're having sex with your man multiple times a week and he's still cheating. I literally don't think they have any self-control.
You don't have any self-control when it comes to you looking for quality. You have these high standards, and if these guys don't meet your standard, you disqualify them. But guess what? You can choose Joe from Shake Shack. He'll be loyal to you. You can choose the guy that's sending you multiple DMs. Hey, beautiful, can I take you out on a date? Hey, honey, can I take you out on a date? Choose the guys in your friend zone. Those guys been in your friend zone for 5 years. Loved you. Probably had a crush on you in 6th grade. But you don't choose those guys. You don't want those guys. You actually look at them as losers. You only choose the guys that can cheat.
Gold diggers, but there's not a name for men who only date attractive women.
Does this really have to be explained?
You know what I've noticed about women's fantasies, like when it comes to romance? Their ideal sense of romance is literally just cheating.
You know, the funny thing is, I didn't think this was true. I was like, man, he's just cherry picking examples. And then I did some research, and he is 100% correct. Like, think about all the most popular romance movies ever. Sleepless in Seattle, cheating. You've Got Mail, cheating. Cheating, 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 and some underage bull. National cheating. Oh my God, so much cheating. Cheating, but with good music. Cheating, but with comedy. Rich people cheating. Dude. Cheating down under. Old people cheating, and cheating plus music. Like, it is undeniably true. Every successful romantic movie in like the last 4 decades has just had cheating. That's the women's fantasy. They get with a man, the movie convinces you that man is not good, and then they cheat on him. They cheat on him with the hero of the story. And they're not even subtle about it. The movie is just like, hey, you're with this guy, go cheat on him so we can have a love story. And women are just like, oh my God, isn't it so romantic? No, you know what would have been romantic? Leaving the guy you're with and then dating the hero. Ladies, what the
So we all know that women are more susceptible to this type of just brainwashing. That's what it is, because it's all basically the same as, you know, scrolling TikTok or social media or something like that. Women are just more susceptible to input in their brain. Imagine if there was a world where you couldn't show any infidelity, any divorce, any breakups, any toxic relationships. Imagine a world where you couldn't see any of that on social media, on TV, on Netflix, in the newspapers, on the legacy media. No social medias, no Instagram, no TikTok. None of them could post anything related to relationships being broken up. Because back in the day, a lot of this stuff was very, very taboo. Did you know when some of the first TV shows and movies were being put out, they couldn't show kissing on screen? They couldn't show men and women sleeping in the same bed. They weren't showing anything like that in the beginning of entertainment, like TV shows and movies and things. I think they did all of that for a reason. They didn't want even the slightest potential for this to infect someone's brain and break up their relationship. Just imagine if there was a world where you couldn't show any of it. I just wonder what would happen. Would that change anything?
Just here to remind you that getting taken on dates, okay, being treated nicely, getting complimented, flowers every once in a while, okay, him not getting mad at you for bringing up your feelings is the bare minimum.
Huh. Well, that's an interesting thing to say, considering that women don't take men on dates. That in general, most of today's modern women treat men like absolute crap. They never, and I do mean never, give compliments or show even the slightest bit of appreciation to men, especially the ones they claim to love and care about. And as to giving flowers or any gifts to a man, you're kidding me, right? Oh, and the day a woman doesn't get mad at a man for bringing up his feelings, then going on to try and turn them against him or weaponizing them for years to come, not to mention mocking him and broadcasting them to all her friends and family every chance she gets, well, that'll be the first day that doesn't happen. So knowing all that, you'd have to agree that women don't even give the bare minimum, which begs the question then. Why y'all asking for it? Why do you think you get to make these demands while offering nothing, literally nothing in return? And they wonder why men are done and walking away.
Can we just check this attitude right here, bro?
Just here to remind you that getting taken on dates, okay, being treated nicely, getting complimented, flowers every once in a while, okay, him not getting mad at you for bringing up your feelings is the bare minimum.
She's being so, like, accusatory and aggressive. Just so you know... Just so you know, taking me to a 5-star restaurant is the bare minimum, and you have to appreciate my emotions. If I'm not being wined and dined at 5-star hotels, this is absolutely unacceptable, and that's the bare minimum. Dude, it's so needlessly aggressive, dude. I couldn't even focus on the video. And you just have to accept that I'm not gonna do anything for you, ever. Like, literally ever. Did you hear what I said? Like, literally never.